Hey guys, these are some of the beautiful moonshot that I have captured using my Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. Now all of these photos are captured in Pro mode. Some of them are quite small because of the settings that I have chosen. Now you can see here this one is actually quite blurred and quite small, and as we move across you can see the pictures will get clearer and bigger due to me making some of the changes of some of the settings changes in the camera settings. And this one here is actually quite bright, but the details are not so great. And if we move over here, actually this one is quite good. So you can see we have a little bit of details, black spot and white spot is around shape of the moon. So it's quite a good details with that pictures right there. And here's another one right here, capture in Pro mode. So I'm going to show you the Pro mode settings later when I finish showing you the photos. I have another one right here. Now this one here, actually I couldn't take the full shot because I'm holding the phone with my hand, so my hand is kind of like moving side to side, so I couldn't really capture the whole moon. If you want to have a perfect shot, you need to use your phone together with a tripod. If you are trying to hold it with your hand, it can be difficult to capture a great moonshot, but you still can, as you can see right here. So it's actually quite nice and give you quite good details. It's actually quite amazing that it can capture with this amount of details from a very small camera module at the back here. So some more over here, you can see I have tried various different settings, and you can see they'll come out different. So some more over here, this one is actually quite good as well. And if I keep going across, I also try to capture the stars. Now if I zoom in, you can see it can even capture the 3 stars, the 3 kings, the 3 bright stars that are aligned in one straight line right there. So we got another one right here. This one is quite blurry because my hand moved quite a bit while capturing with a low shutter speed. And another one right here. Okay, so let's open up the camera app and see how you can set to capture the moonshot. So once you start the camera app, you want to tap on the more button, and then you want to choose Pro mode. So Pro, you tap on that, and down here are the settings that you can use for your moonshot. You got ISO, and then you got shutter speed. Now the other settings that you have is the f-stop or aperture. This button here will get disabled if the other options are set to menu. So you can see if I set this one to auto, then this one will become enable. So depending on the kind of settings that you choose on these two over here, this aperture may get enable or disable. So these are the 3 main functions that you need to change to capture a moonshot. Now at nighttime when you are shooting in very low light, if you set your ISO to very high ISO like 3200, you will get a lot of noise in the pictures. So you need to drag this across to adjust with the right amount of light. And over here you got shutter speed, and shutter speed, this is the time it takes to take a photo. So you can see here, if I move to the left, then this is the shortest time to take a photo. So if I tap it, you can see it will take the photo straight away. And if I increase it all the way to this side, it will have a significant delay. This is at 2 seconds. If I tap on shoot, you can see it will take 2 seconds to capture the shot. And within that 2 seconds, it allows more light to go into the camera lens. And hence you can see the picture is very white right now. It's got too much light coming in. So at nighttime, you want to have to set your shutter speed to too high, so that it will allow more light to come into the camera lens, so that you can capture the moonshot. And then You can set this one to automatic, so you can set the aperture to automatic if you manually choose to set the shutter speed and the ISO. You can also tap on this menu button down here to have it auto, and once that is go to auto, you can then manually adjust your aperture. And then over here you got the autofocus. You can do manual focus or you can do autofocus. If you adjust the bar right here, that will automatically take you to manual focus. And if you want to go back to autofocus, you just tap on that button and it will go to autofocus. Over here you got white balance and standard settings. You got contrast, highlight, shadow, saturation, and tint. So with my moonshot captures, ideally I like to set the ISO to kind of like low, and then my shutter speed to somewhere around here or here, so that it can capture the moonshot nicely. And that's it. So you can go and play around with your settings, and on the preview windows right here, if the moon looks nice and clear, then you can tap on the shoot button. Now if you decide to use a long or a slow shutter speed, then ideally you want to have your camera or your phone on a tripod, because within that say 8 or 4 seconds, if you move your phone around, then your pictures will become blurry. So you want to make sure you put a tripod so your camera sits still during that time. And after that, you will be able to capture. You can see right here when I move my hand around, you can see the stars kind of like move side to side. So it's got a blurry picture. And this one here is also blurry, but it's not that bad. And this one here is kind of blurry as well. As you can see, the light there is kind of moved a little bit. And that's it. So this is the moonshot after you set all the correct settings on your camera, and you'll be able to take a photo something looks like this. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.